Hey everybody, this is Patrick Stevenson on the agent development team here at Lori Life and Health. Today, I'm quickly going over the gaps that we see in original Medicare. I would never recommend one of my clients only have an original Medicare because of these 7 gaps. I'm going to go through each one in detail just so you understand how they work so you can effectively communicate this information to your clients. Now, this video is for agent use only. It is not intended for the general public. And before we begin, why don't you go ahead and scroll down, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, just so you don't miss any of the latest content that we're putting out there. So let's jump right into it. So you can see on the left side of your screen, I have Medicare Part A. There are 4 major gaps associated with original Medicare Part A. On the right, you see Part B, and there's 3 gaps associated with Part B. I'm going to go through each one of these in detail. So starting off with Part A, the biggest gap that we see is associated with the hospital deductible. Now, in 2022, the Medicare Part A hospital deductible is $1,556. And this is not a yearly deductible, but instead it's per 60-day period. So if you only have original Medicare, you go in the hospital, you're going to pay $1,556. You go back 3 months from now, you got to pay it again. And this is the first major gap that you got to get covered for your clients. Moving down, you can see the hospital copays for days 61 through 90 and the hospital lifetime reserve day copay, which is going to be days 91 through 150. Now, this is a major gap that you got to get covered. Heaven forbid you got to take a hospital stay more than 60 days. If you only have original Medicare, you would have a $389 copay per day, day 61 through 90. And then after day 90, that copay is going to go up to $778 per day. So I never want any of my clients to have to pay this out of pocket. It's important to know how this works so you can communicate the need to have some sort of additional coverage. Finally, the major gap and the final major gap under Part A is if your client has to take a stay at a skilled nursing facility. If this were to happen, Medicare is going to pay for them to be there for days 1 through 20. After day 20, they would have $194.50 copay per day for the rest of their stay. So these are the 4 gaps associated with Part A that you definitely want to make sure you get covered for your clients. Switching gears over to Part B. Part B covers your doctor's visits and anything else medical. There's 3 gaps associated with here. The second gap is the one that we really try to focus on and get covered, but they're all 3 important to know what they are. So the first gap is the Part B deductible. In 2022, that deductible is going to be $233. So if you only have original Medicare, you have to fill the first $233 of the calendar year. At that point, you move down to the second gap, which is the Part B coinsurance. So after your client were to fill the $233, Medicare Part B is going to pay 80% of all covered charges, leaving your client 20% out of pocket. And this 20% has no limit on how much they'll let you spend. So it's very important to get some sort of additional coverage to be protected from this Part B coinsurance. The final gap associated with Part B is what we call excess charges. Simply, what excess charges are is doctors are able to charge up to 15% more than what Medicare allows. So Medicare has an allowable charge for every covered service out there, and doctors, if they want to, they can charge up to 15% more than that. Now, depending on what type of extra coverage you have, this may or may not be covered, but it's important to know what it is because I get questions all the time from clients asking about excess charges. So in summary, these are the 7 gaps, 7 holes associated with original Medicare. At the end of the day, whether you're doing it through a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare supplement, the entire goal of the additional coverage is to get as many of these gaps filled as possible. If you have any questions about what you've heard today, please give our office a call. That number can be found down in the description below. If you're currently one of our agent partners, I just want to tell you how much we appreciate you working with us. And if you're not, want more information on about what Lori Life and Health has to offer, check out the rest of our YouTube channel, visit our website, or just give me a call at our office. I'd love to talk to you. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day and be on the lookout for some more great content just like this, teaching you more about Medicare so you can effectively communicate it to your clients to be that trusted advisor that everyone needs. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day and look forward to seeing y'all soon.